Well, there's a huge disconnect between the modern LGBTQIA plus community and the LGBTQ community that was before.
You just sat here and said that there is a complete difference between the LGBTQ community of the past and the current one. Now you're also saying that in that same breath that we don't know that we have made it worse. Now, when you say the word "we," are you talking about the past LGBTQ community or the current LGBTQ community? Because at this point, you are now generalizing everything you're saying.
There is more phobia when it comes to the LGBTQIA plus community now than there has ever been. And all the strives throughout history that, yes, black trans men and women have fought for in the 70s and 80s is disappearing because if you actually look at the LGBT community, they don't even want to align themselves with you because they have already fought for their struggles. You just feel like you're privileged and that everybody should just accept your struggles. Get a dad, get a mom, shut the fuck up, and I don't know.
So he's directing that to trans individuals is what I'm hearing.
Grow up a little bit.
If you cannot keep your cool, you will have to go.
I am trying to answer the question.
Okay, continue.
So get it out already.
So shut the fuck up already. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, you don't want to talk to me like that.
Disrespect, y'all.
I'm trying.
That's the disrespect I told y'all he was
I
about to
said
come
no.
to.
Hold on.
Sweetheart,
Hold on.
I'm
Derek,
very respectful, but
listen,
don't
Derek, shut
interrupt
the hell up, bro.
someone's asking you questions.
Shut up, bro.
Nobody cares about you.
All right, so why are you here talking?
Shut the fuck up.
Why are you here talking?
Look,
we're trying to get your. We're trying to listen to you.
You want me to be
We're trying to
respectful or
listen
you
to
want
your
me to be disrespectful?
If you want to get disrespected,
y'all tap that screen for me. Tap that screen. Tap that screen. Get these lights going up.
You might want to start getting disrespectful.
Jaw, which one you want?
Everyone brought you back.
Which one
because we wanted to hear you
Big Jaw?
Listen,
why is your hair fade all the way the fuck 9 inches back from your forehead?
I told y'all.
Now he's not respectful. He's getting very respectful. No. Okay, so hold on. So what you're not gonna do is come. You know what? Bye.
Didi, go get his pictures, please.
Please.
Please go get them.
Bullshit. Okay, I'm not gonna be.
Okay, can we? Can we have more respect for ourselves than to argue with Derek?
I will be respectful.
I just told y'all he was going to be disrespectful,
I can have a conversation, but as for returning his energy, y'all don't
return it.
Gladly take the energy.
Don't return the energy.
Mr. Derek,
Sakani,
how you doing today?
I will be very respectful.
No, I got you.
As long
You're
as
not,
Derek, I have a question.
cordial. You know what
Mr.
cordial
Derek, I have a
means,
question.
right?
Mr. Derek, I have a question.
Yes. Go ahead.
Why are you navigating in spaces that are not meant for you?
Because they are meant for me. Why?
Okay, so I got it. So you're saying that this LGBTQ space that is predominantly black is meant for you. Please.
All black.
It is a part of history and it is meant for me.
So what part of history are we lacking? Please. No, you're right. You came in here and maybe through some certain dialects we got confused. So please re-educate us on what we are confused about.
Well, there's a huge disconnect between the modern LGBTQIA plus community and the LGBTQ community that was before. Huge.
Okay.
Huge.
Okay. And would you tell us that difference?
So are you saying that there's a difference between current LGBTQ members and past LGBTQ members? Is that what you're saying?
This is a club, man.
Okay, so
and there's a huge disconnect. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, you're good. Go ahead. I want to make sure I understand your complete thought.
There's a huge disconnect between the past and present day. See, ever since this whole platform, not your platform, but all the platforms started, you guys have actually ended up making it worse for the lesbian gay community than you've made it better. I understand.
Can you please tell us how? Can you please tell us? Because here's the thing. You just said there's a difference between. Hang on, sir. Because I'm making sure that you get every train of thought out. So I want to make sure that we are on the same page. So you just sat here and said that there is a complete difference between the LGBTQ community of the past and the current one. Now you're also saying that in that same breath that we don't know that we have made it worse. Now, when you say the word "we," are you talking about the past LGBTQ community or the current LGBTQ community? Because at this point, you are now generalizing everything you're saying. So can you please tell me who is now making it worse? Is it the past LGBTQ or the current LGBTQ?
Sorry,
I'm a little sick.
Yeah, no, I got it here. I got it here.
So past or present?
Because we damn sure don't want to have that hacking.
How much about our history? Do you know the history of them damn cigarettes you smoking on?
No, listen. We all know
where that cigarette came from.
No. We're not talking about cigarettes, sir. I would like for you to answer the question.
No, he wants to get smart. Let's get smart about it.
No, sir. You came here to have an educational conversation. You said you came here to educate. So you should not be distracted by anyone else when someone is here asking to be educated. I am asking to be educated. So I'm asking you.
Mods can stop muting.
I'm not, because listen.
Past
or present.
I'm going to mute you. I'm going to mute you. Now let him finish. Let him finish.
Already.
Go ahead. Answer my question. Is it the past or the present that is now making it work?
Who keeps muting him? Stop it, Tess.
No, I'm muting him because he gonna let her finish talking. Let him finish talking.
No, yeah. Connie's done. Connie's done. It's time for Derek to respond.
You got no fucking friends. No, you mute me on purpose because you're fucking spiteful.
We can't really hear you that much.
Now see what you will not do. What you will not do.
Past or present, baby. Past or present.
My own business. So you.
We understand that, Mr. Derek. You know, I will. You know,
and
I
y'all
will
see,
apologize.
a lot of us in here own our own business, sweetie.
Now, Derek, we're still stuck on this topic. We've been stuck on this question now for about 7 minutes. It's a very
because I can't answer the question because I keep getting muted.
Okay, that's fine. If it's okay with everyone, can we please give Derek the opportunity to answer this simplistic question that we have been now asking for 9 minutes?
Okay.
Which one is making it worse? Past LGBTQ or present?
Present.
Okay. What are they doing presently that is making it worse?
Okay, so look at it this way. So back in the 70s and the 80s and everything, the LGBT community had fought for a lot of strides in their life, and they finally started getting equality in this world. Please, goddamn, just like, okay, whatever. They finally started getting a lot of, like, respect in their lives. People were respecting them. Parents were respecting them. Now nobody wants to, right? Because you have a lot of conservatives in this country, right? Because we are built on conservatives, Republican, and somewhat Democratic that are fucking morons. But you have a lot of conservatives in this world that are now turning a blind eye to this community because they think that it's a joke. What you guys are doing is a joke now.
I want to go next.
Please, me next.
Real quick, because I have a question.
It's like fighting for women's rights, right? Women have fought for the rights to vote, fought for the rights to equality and everything else, right?
Can you go back to answering his question on what presently we are doing?
Would you? Yeah, because
that's the question that he asked you.
Shut the fuck up. Nobody's asking.
No. We're holding you accountable for the questions that we're asking you.
He asked you a question. What presently
Then
is the
let
community
me
doing?
finish, Long John.
Get to the fucking point then.
No, Derek.
Because you're going in fucking circles.
Oh my
Thank
And
you,
you
God.
sound dumb.
Because at the end of
This
the
is
day,
fucking. It's going in circles.
You're
This
right.
is
You're right,
why.
Mr. Derek.
This
You're
is
not
why it's
understanding.
such a hassle to
You know
connect
why it's
with
a
the music
hassle? Because
community.
So why don't you go
holding
get
you
your stuttering
accountable,
together
man.
and then come back and answer the
That's
question?
How
why.
about you go get your fucking jaw dislocated and put back up if you
How
want
about
to
you
be a
come
female.
dislocated for me? How about that?
And
I
stop
prefer
with your
that.
9-inch fucking
I prefer
head,
that.
right?
I
Because
prefer you to come and
nobody
dislocated for
gives a
me.
shit
Because I like
about your
ignorant.
big ass
I like
forehead.
ignorant trailer parks to come and
So, Derek, what I'm gonna
restructure
And I
understand.
love
my job.
big
I
ass
prefer it.
forehead.
Y'all.
Just sitting there
So,
talking
Derek,
shit.
what I'm going to
So go
understand
ahead,
here is
big
that you came
forehead.
here to promote toxic. You came here to promote a toxic energy.
I was
That's what you did
trying.
because
I was
no,
trying to answer the question, but I can't seem to answer it because everybody wants to interrupt.
So why don't you go and get your thoughts together, you
See?
dumbass?
But Derek,
See,
And
that's
then
my
come back and
answers were
talk
not
example right there.
tangible.
That's my
You
example.
can't
Oh my
educate
God.
when you're an idiot.
Derek, you
Hey.
were not
Educate
answering
when you're an
questions.
idiot.
You were talking
I am
in circles.
trying to answer a
This
fucking
me.
question.
This
I can't.
me. Hey, Derek, I have a question.
I cannot
What-
answer a
okay,
question without
Derek-
other people interrupting.
Derek,
That's a fact.
Derek,
Since I
it's
got
just
into
me
the
and
slide.
you. It's just me and you. What
All right.
did you come here? Like when you got into the boxes, and you informed us that we didn't know our history and that we were currently making things worse, the climate worse for the LGBTQIA community. What is it that you wanted us to know? What is the wisdom that you wanted to impart?
All I wanted to say was that it is making it worse. And because there are people out there, right? Look, I am a cis white man, right?
We know this.
Okay, you don't need to interrupt.
Can we just just give him his moment,
I am a
please.
cis white man and everything like that. Yes, absolutely. But I know my history and I know what's going on in present day. What I'm trying to say is that the numbers do not lie. There is more phobia when it comes to the LGBTQIA plus community now than there has ever been. And all the strives throughout history that, yes, black trans men and women have fought for in the 70s and 80s is disappearing because...
Okay, Derek, I have another question. Can
I'm
you...
fighting for you. I'm not fighting for myself.
You said... No. Please don't do that. You said that the numbers don't lie, right?
Yeah.
Could you please tell me what statistics you're referring to?
And what are the exact numbers, please?
If you have them. But if you can just refer to any statistics
That hoe can barely fucking read, and y'all asking for numbers.
Test, please. No mudslinging. We're trying to get to something, and then we're gonna let this go. Could you please?
This shit is so irritating. I hate this.
What
shit
are you referring?
Because y'all be loving the oppressors to sit here and have these fucking voices for fucking what?
Nobody is giving
AJ?
anybody.
No,
nobody
AJ,
is giving anybody a voice.
But what the fuck for this individual does not want to learn nothing because he fakes acts like he knows every fucking thing.
Right, and I completely understand
that he fucking has.
I think that you have to.
I'm teaching. I'm not learning.
You have to. You are not teaching anybody anything.
You're not teaching nobody nothing.
I think that when it comes to these type of people, you have to lead them to water. You have to let them understand how stupid their opinion
bitches ain't gonna drink the water. Stop doing that shit.
Okay, then it's up to him not to drink the water. However, what we won't do here is give him the opportunity to walk away and say that he bested us. Do what you got to do, Derek. I don't care. But you will not continuously interrupt me while I'm having a conversation with my sister.
I wish.
I just don't. We're not going to give him the opportunity to say that he got.
I wish my sisters had the
on
opportunity to walk away before they got unalived by these fucking men. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to have this conversation with no white man that does not have the intellectual.
Listen, Derek, I asked you not to be respectful. Do not be disrespectful.
You and I know what our community has gone through. You and I know the history of what we have done. You and I understand that nothing he says has any validity or credibility. However, there are 56 people sitting in this room, and the only way to get to the fact that he does not know anything, that he has not put any type of educational, any type of research towards what he is saying, is to make him realize it. And if he's not going to realize it, he will leave lesser for it. But you and I You and I will not look stupid for going back and forth, slinging mud with him. If he wants to sit up here and call us absolutely whatever he wants to, he's going to have to do that. But you, my sis, you cannot come off your chariot to do no shit like this with him. You just cannot. And that's the difference.
My mindset is I dismiss individuals like this. A queen dismisses.
Right.
They let the head go get chopped off by the people.
I don't know.
As a queen, I'm not going to sit here and listen to this dumbass fucking rhetoric for someone who I can obviously tell the brain cells ain't brain selling. I'm sorry, AJ, I get what you're saying, but this is the same reason why our community is in the footsteps that it's in right now and the mud that it is in right now.
And he's not trying to understand.
You're not trying. We keep trying to educate motherfuckers who don't want to get educated. He already came up here saying that we don't even know our own shit.
I'm trying to respond to questions.
How does that make sense? How does that fucking make sense?
It don't. Empress. No,
AJ, I'm not going to let that stand, AJ. I'm sorry. I'm fighting for my fucking community, and this is a toxic ass motherfucker that don't deserve to be in the conversation.
Exactly, and he's a narcissist.
Derek gets to leave this conversation and go back to all the people who think just like him and said, "I told y'all."
But why we can't just move on and talk about something else with other people?
Why do you think I brought it up?
Not only in this moment are we representatives of the queer community, but also the black community. And one thing a white man will never get the chance to do is say that I acted like a nigga for him.
And I get it, Empress. I'm with you on that. He really needs to understand.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know this was a gang.
This was not a gang up, but
you are no longer a part of the conversation. Your opinion is no longer relevant while we are speaking.
And gang up on me. Go ahead.
No. Hold on, wait. So you sat here and you've attacked every person up here. Hush.
Your hand.
You sat here and you've attacked every person up here, and we've allowed you to go through and attack each and every last person and say reckless things that we know are not true. How do you know more about our own African American heritage history than we do? The fact that you can sit up here and say that as a cis man, as a white man,
finish,
and we allow you to continue, because anybody else would have been dropped you and sent you out the door.
I wanted to kick you out because you're doing too much. You're speaking on more than one community that you know nothing about, and it's disrespectful, and you disrespecting people on the panel. You're using slurs and everything else. Like, why are you here again?
Hold
up. But it is working.
Listen, I personally want to hear why he feels the way he feels without anybody interrupting him, without anybody trying to educate him. Can he let us give his undefined points before we blow the fuck up?
I would love to stop being.
As I sit here and listen to this man, I'm losing my brain cells.
That's okay.
I feel like you are.
Everybody mute. So everybody mute.
Our brain cells. Just let it finish.
Like you've also gained so much information just by sitting here and listening to him talk. I feel like we are so ready to rah. And this man is literally giving us information on what a demographic of people actually think that they know about us. So instead of getting upset, pay attention. Collect some information.
I ain't out of hearing it.
I could completely understand how you come.
AJ, I completely agree with what you're saying. The only thing that is getting like underneath my skin and bothering is the fact of Sakani was asking specific questions based off of what Derek was saying, and he was walking in circles, and it was making me dizzy.
Well, he was walking in circles because no one allowed him to fully say what he needed to say. I understand.
I get it.
It's an ignorant ass opinion. Do not get me wrong. And I believe in duality, right? And so I believe that he can have an ignorant opinion, and I can also listen for content. I really implore y'all to listen for content. Do not take what he is saying to heart, because this man at best has a high school education with nothing more.
And it's MLK. It's in my
opinion. Like, to be hunted, I agree with everybody on the panel. Like, I agree with AJ, because at the end of the day, like, that's why I take the time. Because at the end of the day, we have, like, I'm not saying we have to. I'm not saying that, because some of us aren't meant to. That's just what it is. Some of us don't have some of us aren't meant to
Right. Some of us don't have
some
the
of us
capacity.
aren't meant to sing. Some of us aren't meant to dance. That's just what it is. But certain people, very much like myself, especially if I'm caught in the space too, when we have someone like this and they are talking in circles like Sean, and I applaud you, Sean. Thank you so much, because you did come to my defense when they were talking in circles. Because they were talking in circles. But here's the thing. When someone talks in circles like that, they're showing you the depth of their shovel. You're only as deep as your shovel, and they're showing us. So what we're doing here is we're not sitting here validating what they have to say. And Empress, I completely can sympathize on how you feel, because at the end of the day, we know the struggle. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to create a space for them to relish in our struggle. We're not, because that's what it sounds like they came to do, right? It sounds like they came in here to create mess, to see Black and LGBTQ members fight amongst mess. That's what's going on here. That's why they're still here. They're not. They're here to educate, but they're not talking. How is that possible?
Because I've been muted.
Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead, Derek. Now, this is your time. You have the floor. You have the uncle. You have as long as you need. Let's not take all day, Derek. Let's try to.
I'm not monologuing.
Respectfully.
Right? Cool.
Go ahead.
First of all, I've been muted. Sikani speaks. Yes, I've been muted the entire time.
Shut the fuck up and get to your point.
That's
you're the problem, not the solution. Now I'm gonna say it because it's my time to speak. Finally, I'm not being muted by the moderators constantly because
gosh, no.
Just Jesus fucking Christ. Do you not know what patience is?
Bitch, you obviously don't have any.
Apparently I do, because I can sit there.
That's what he wants from us. That's what he wants from us, Tess. We gonna be quiet. Us ladies up here gonna be quiet.
Yes.
You should be.
That's what he wants. He wants to argue with
So Derek.
If you don't
Derek, wait, hold on.
Man.
Let me say this. Derek, say what you have to say, but don't direct the panel. Because when you do that, you ask for a response.
Because they've been very disrespectful.
So to get this on and moving, so we can all be happy, get to your point without addressing the panel.
All right, then I'll speak my truth. It's been a gang up since I've been up here. Fuck the panel. The panel can go kiss my damn ass. I don't give a shit about the panel. First of all, if you got something to say it to the person and let them respond. Don't sit there and mute
Derek,
the person
just fucking
because
explain why you feel the way you do about the past and the present community.
Anyway, I'm gonna get back on topic because I know how to do that. I know you were strung up in your own damn life, so I'm gonna get back on topic. So,
hey, hookah lips.
The LGBT.
Oh, hey, Grumple Puss.
Hey, the LGBT community struggles from you. Y'all nuance of want to be a person and want to not be a person and all this bullshit.
Not too much.
I'm speaking from. What I'm speaking from though is legitimate though, right? So what I'm speaking from.
What you mean by nuance?
Nuance.
Y'all said let him talk. Listen.
If you're undefined,
will come out in the wash.
If you're undefined by a word that I say, go ahead. Google search is your fucking favorite engine. So
you're right. Go ahead, continue. You said the nuances, and go ahead.
So the nuance.
He said you nuances, but
the nuance.
Us nuances. Go ahead.
Your rhetoric means shit. If you actually look at the LGBT community, they don't even want to align themselves with you because they have already fought for their struggles. You just feel like you're privileged and that everybody should just accept your struggles. Get a dad, get a mom, shut the fuck up, and I don't know.
So he's directing that to trans individuals is what I'm hearing.
Grow up a little bit.
I'm hearing that to trans
Don't sit there with that petty ass bullshit and sit there and be like, oh well.
Who dropped
Thank you.
Okay,
Okay, so So
Thank
Sean was
you.
right from the beginning. Sean, this is what we get.
Who
for
dropped
allowing
him?
this-
No,
all this-
no. It's
all you
about.
want to do is sit here and
So
Yeah,
he was trying to make it seem like he had a point, and all he wanted to do
he
was
had no
insult.
point from the beginning.
Yeah,
didn't make no sense.
no, I was trying to like hear him out because I thought that eventually, after the the stuttering, after the circles, after the mudslinging, he would have got to a point. He wanted to literally just come up here and throw mud in every single person's face.
He had no
Never had
point
a
from the
point.
beginning. He never had a point.
I can have an educated discussion with anybody, okay? But what I will not tolerate or what I will not indulge is someone that's gonna blatantly just come up to disrespect, get under people's skin, and pretend I can. If you know more than me, or I can get your perspective, that's one thing. But you're not gonna try to insult somebody.
He didn't
constantly
have no
when you're
information.
just even when you're less educated than clearly everyone here right now.
Okay. So
And
okay.
especially
So
him being a white man.
what his original
Him being a fucking
what his
white
original
man?
thing was when he asked?
Okay.
The first thing he asked is what was the original topic we were on from the beginning. So for those of you who are just now popping,
That's not how. No, the first thing he came in here and said was, "You don't know your history. You don't even know what you was talking about." And he was directing it to me. So that's what I'm saying. And then listening to this half-ass whittle-waddle, sorry excuse of an explanation he just had, it was basically targeted to trans people because there's no differences in the community of then to now outside of social media, and we have more of a presence, we have more of a standing, we have more words being said, there's more of us being able to talk than there was 3, 4, 5 decades ago.
I'll tap that screen.
Respected
He does not know what the T
the black
means.
community as well. He just was respecting more than one community. He was also speaking on women community too. He knows nothing about in either of the three. We sat here for 20 minutes and listened to the dang on Ring Around the Rosie show. Now my head hurt.
He was talking about like women, LGBTQ, and we would have brought out white privilege. I'm pretty sure he would have shut up then.
Can I just say
He
that
would've-
I'm a
he would've
feminist
tried- he
top
would've-
and I
he
want to
would've- he would've-
discuss the subject at hand?